Salutations, my fellow RWBY fans! Ruby Moonrose here, back with another Rocket Top 10 list for y'all, leading up to the release of Volume 7, which is less than a month, and we finally got the trailer this week! I'm so excited! Okay. Anyway, I'm going to keep cranking out these countdowns to keep up the hype. And the topic of this next list covers one of the best things about RWBY besides the music, which is the many wonderful characters that we've all grown to love, hate, or even identify with. But which, out of all these great or less great characters, fall into the best category. Who is the best badass? Who is best girl? Who is best waifu? Well, that's what we're here to find out. Today we're counting down the top 10 best characters in RWBY. But first, as always, the ground rules. Number 1, good illusion. A lot of RWBY's characters, believe it or not, are based off of fairy tales. From Brothers Grimm to Hans Christian Andersen. A character on this list must be based off of a familiar story and be a beloved reimagining of a popular character. So don't expect to see Tweedledee and Tweedledumbass on here. Rule number 2, being their own. Taking Rule 1 into account, the characters must also be their own character, not just copy and pasted Disney rejects. The characters here have to have a trait that's unique unto them and bring something to the table that makes them stand out. I will also be pairing some characters together, because some of them can't be brought up without talking about the other.
You really know how to take a good thing and make it sound boring.
My house, my rules, Yang. Also, I apologize for not putting this out on my last list, but for those of you who are not caught up, you know who you are. There will be spoilers. Alright, with that out of the way, in the name of the Shattered Moon, get ready to fangirl. Let's do this.
Weiss?
Salutations!
Yeah, you probably guessed I got my opening greeting from this fan favorite, and I'd be lying if I said I didn't. Penny came onto the scene at the tail end of Volume 1 from out of frickin' nowhere and stole our hearts with how adorable she turned out to be. I admit, I wasn't a big fan at first. She kind of came across as annoying, but then we find out everything she's experiencing is brand new to her because of what she really is.
I'm the world's first synthetic person capable of generating an aura. I'm not real. Of course you are.
This scene here shows that Penny is a great reimagining of Pinocchio. By telling the truth to Ruby, who fully accepts her, Penny gains a true friend, and is accepted for who she is despite the way she's made. Penny becomes a cute and vibrant character that we wish we could have seen more of. At least we have her in Chibi, which has no issues, making her out to be even more lovable.
Just kidding. I do need this, though.
Hey. I'm Jean.
Okay, time to talk about everyone's favorite vomit boy. Again, Jean is not my most favorite character. He's basically the school nerd. For real, you're based on Joan of Arc, and you can't even hold a shield in Volume 1. However, in the time we've gotten to know Jean, we've seen him grow and become a capable, strategic leader, and a loyal friend to those around him. I am also personally rooting for him and Ruby to be a canon couple, just saying. Yet that's still sort of blocked by former feelings for our next century.
Do you have any idea who you were talking to?
Not the slightest, Snow Angel.
This is Pyrrha.
Hello again.
A great character that quickly grabbed everyone's attention, Pyrrha was something else. A strong fighter and a really sweet person who gave us a profound look into the life of a celebrity.
You're Pyrrha Nikos. How could nobody ask you?
I've been blessed with incredible talents and opportunities. I'm constantly surrounded by love and praise. But when you're placed on a pedestal like that for so long, you become separated from the people that put you there in the first place.
This was one of Pyrrha's best moments, and why I still use this quote myself. You can see how deeply she loved Jean in the scenes she shares with him, and how hard of a time Jean has moving forward after losing her. Yet it's through her memory that he's able to make peace. Though Pyrrha may be gone, those who knew her continue to fight in her honor.
Kira may not be by our side anymore, but we can fight like she is.
Now, I don't know about the rest of you all, but I need a quick something to laugh at after all that crying.
You dare assault me with cards?
That's better. Okay, let's get back to this thing.
Hey. Love the outfit, kid. I'll try not to get blood on it.
I can't promise you'll leave without a scratch.
I won't be the one bleeding.
I've already talked about how badass these two are on my last list, but let's go ahead and cover what makes them better than their bitch of a boss, shall we? Emerald is obviously the brains and the trickster of the two, what with her skills as a thief and her semblance that allows her to cast illusions that screw your mind. She's also quite the actress, being able to act like your bestie one minute and trash talk you behind your back the next. Such a mean girl.
Get in, loser, we're going shopping!
Mercury, on the other hand, is the brawn, being able to take on a slew of damage and still keep going. Of course, having cybernetic legs helps. Despite his ego and cockiness, though, he clearly has a cynical outlook on the world due to his daddy issues. I'm not 100% sure if redemption could be in the cards for either of these two, but that doesn't make them any less fun to watch.
Wait, what?
Prank queen.
Blake, it's time.
Okay.
The first RWBY girl to make the list, Blake is a character that is both mysterious and yet easy to sympathize with once you know her story. Next to Weiss, I feel Blake has gotten a great amount of character development. After spending most of her life trying to find the easy way out, she learns to fight for what's important and to ask for help when she needs to. In a way, she's an interpretation of both Belle and the Beast, with her love of books and wanting equality, but still feeling cursed by her past mistakes. I for one admire Blake for all the pain and abuse that she's had to overcome, and how she was willing to open her heart to others in order to do so.
Alright then. We're in this together.
What better way to kick off the top 5 of this list than with the best uncle? Crow is one of the best characters to come out of this show for his ability to be both funny and a badass.
I got a tip for you. Huh? Buzz off.
He's an amazing fighter, an interesting and complex character, and a real hit at parties, I'm sure. Being something of a mentor and idol to both RWBY and Yang, Crow is obviously a big part of both of their lives. The way he uses his semblance is also great. Even though he feels guilty that it causes bad luck without meaning to, he finds a way to use that against his enemies, which is awesome. Crow is definitely one of my favorites, and I'm sure is one of many others too. Here's hoping he gets to kick even more tail in the future.
I still don't think that's what a sloth sounds like.
The first couple a lot of us knew was going to be canon right off the bat. Ren is the strong silent type, while Nora is the cute and bubbly one. And they make this work so well. They have such great chemistry together. They're both funny, endearing, and if you even try to screw with Ren, it's your funeral, cause Nora's hammer will be the bat with you as the baseball. Honestly, these two are such a great pair, it's almost a crime to try to ship them with anyone else. They are each other's hearts, each other's souls. Ren and Nora are just incredible, and I hope we get to see more cute romance from them soon. Of course, Leader Girl had to be put here sooner or later. RWBY is something special. She's just so sweet and spunky and a joy to watch as she comes into her own. The way she can easily accept someone and open her heart to them with no strings attached and inspire others to do what's right makes her wonderfully positive. And as she grows into the huntress that she wants to be, we can't help but cheer her on. You keep doing you, RWBY.
We did it!
Hurry, close the door! She's coming!
What are you two idiots doing?
Junior, she's back! The one with the...
Guess who's back?
Make way for the queen of all badasses. Yang has always been one of my top favorite characters. She's loving, sassy, and takes no one's crap. A fiery Goldilocks who walks right into the Three Bears' house and wrecks their shit. She's also, believe it or not, one of the most relatable characters in the show. And one of the most identifiable. She's the one who's there when everyone else gets hurt. She's the mother, the big sister, the strength of the team. Yang's confidence made her out to be this invincible warrior that no one could take down. Which is why Volume 3 was such a shock for us when Yang lost her arm and became completely defeated. We've all been there. We suffer a loss that takes us down a few and we wonder if we should keep going. What's the point? What if we just fail again? Those fears and depression can grow and bring us down, but if we have the right support, that loss can actually push us to be a stronger person and stand up again. And Yang becomes the perfect example of this in volumes 4 through present. Yang is a symbol of true strength, what it means to fall down and get back up again, like a phoenix rising from the ashes. Her semblance makes her even more amazing, being able to take damage and then dish it back out twice as hard, with the ferocity and energy as any Saiyan from Dragon Ball Z. Not only does she ride a motorcycle, she uses it to kick Adam's ass. There's no question that Yang is amazing. Yet, as much as I love her, there's only one character in all the RWBY fandom that takes the crown.
Who's that?
I'll answer that question for you here in a sec, Yang, but before we reveal our best of the best, it's time to shine a light on some honorable mentions. Because, let's be honest, there are way too many good characters in this show to overlook.
You just destroyed my favorite clothing store.
I may be a gambling man, but even I know there's some bets you just don't take.
That's dumb. You should always get friends involved.
Why fight when I pass for human?
You White Schnee, right? The heiress.
I am.
You all honestly thought I was gonna leave out everyone's favorite Ice Queen?
Why does everyone keep calling me that?
Ever since the White trailer, Weiss has been my favorite character. I didn't expect her to be a tsundere when I first got to know her, and to be honest, I wasn't sure I would like her. She started off as the type of woman I hate the most, a snotty, stuck-up princess with daddy's church card who gets everything she wants at the drop of a hat. At least, that's what I thought. When we got to know more of Weiss, we learned she's actually a sweet, understanding, and determined person who was lonely underneath all the family garbage that was piled on her at an early age.
When I was 10, my dad finally admitted to my mom that the only reason he married her was for the family name. It was actually on my birthday. He missed the big dinner. She got mad. He finally snapped.
Through the show, Weiss has gone through incredible character development. Her and RWBY share a form of friendship similar to Rei and Usagi from Sailor Moon. Their bickering and yet willingness to understand each other helps them to become closer. Weiss is honorable, caring, and has a true heart. And just like every tsundere, she has a secret fondness for animals.
Are you telling me that this mangy, drooling mutt is going to live with us forever? Oh, yes, he is. Yes, he is. Oh, isn't he adorable?
Weiss is strong. She is the Snow White that will save herself instead of waiting around for a prince and fight for her own future, and is without a doubt the best character in RWBY. And there you go, the top 10 list of RWBY characters we secretly build shrines to. Next list is going to be extra special because on Halloween, I will be doing a top 10 RWBY Rose moments in honor of our girl's birthday. And wait a second. Holy crap! Guys, we are officially 2 weeks away from Volume 7. The hype train has no brakes. Woo! So, as always, this video is for entertainment purposes only. All audio and video used in this video belongs to their respective properties, including fellow YouTubers and Rooster Teeth.
I am not a crook.
Please support the official releases and fellow creators. Thank you all so much for watching, and until next time,